Guys, we're going to continue to look at the Unit 8 test review. So we're on the second page looking at problem 6, and it did have a little bit of a typo here, so we're going to change that equation to be equal to 16. So we've got 2x squared minus 1x plus 10 equals 16. And it asks us to find the solutions using the quadratic formula. So the first step that we need to do is go ahead and subtract 16 from both sides. This is going to leave us with 2x squared minus 1x minus 6 is equal to 0, with an a value of 2, a b value of negative 1, and a c value of negative 6. And now we can substitute these into the quadratic formula. So x equals negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac, all divided by 2a, where our b value is negative 1, our a value is 2, and our c value is negative 6. So in your calculator, make sure you're hitting n over d. You're going to have negative parentheses negative 1 plus the square root of negative 1 in parentheses squared minus 4 parentheses 2 parentheses negative 6, all divided by 2 parentheses 2. So our positive solution, so when we do plus, x is going to equal 2. And then we can go back through and change our plus to a minus, so addition to subtraction. And by doing so, we get that x is equal to negative 3/2. And those would be our two solutions. Number 7, we're doing the same thing. It says to determine the zeros of the function using the quadratic formula. This function is already set equal to 0, so I can go ahead and identify a is equal to 2, b is equal to 7, and c is equal to negative 4. So I have x equals negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac, all divided by 2a, where b is 7, a is 2, and c is negative 4. So once again, I hit that n over d, negative parentheses 7, plus the square root of parentheses 7 squared minus 4, parentheses 2, parentheses negative 4, divided by 2, parentheses 2. So with addition, I get that x is equal to 1/2. And then with subtraction, I'm going to change the addition sign to a subtraction sign. I'm going to get that x is equal to negative 4. And those are your two zeros for that function. Number 8 says to determine the roots of the function using the quadratic formula. You can look at this and say, oh, this is easy. This is a difference of 2 squares. But we've asked you to solve it specifically using the quadratic formula. So we want to see you identify your a, your b value, and your c value. And in this case, our b value is 0 because we don't have a linear term. We don't have a term that just has an x value. So if I were to expand that out, it would look something like 4x squared plus 0x minus 64 equals 0, leaving us with an a value of 4, a b value of 0, and a c value at negative 64. So once again, I'm going to say x equals negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac, all divided by 2a, where b is 0, a is 4, and our c value is negative 64. So in my calculator, I've got n over d, negative parentheses 0, plus the square root of 0 squared, minus 4 parentheses 4, parentheses negative 64, all divided by 2 times 4. Therefore, when I go with the addition symbol, I get a root at x equals positive 4. And when I change addition to subtraction, I get a root of x is equal to -4. Number 9 says determine the x-intercepts of the function using the quadratic formula. So I have x squared minus 4x minus 4 equals -8. Our first step is going to go ahead and set this equal to 0. So I need to add 8 to both sides. And I'm going to get something that looks like x squared minus 4x plus 4 is equal to 0. Where my a value is 1, my b value is -4, and my c value is +4. So I've got x is equal to -b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac, all divided by 2a, where b is -4, a is 1, and c is +4. So in my calculator, I've got negative, parentheses, -4, plus the square root of, parentheses, -4 squared, minus 4, parentheses, 1, parentheses, 4, divided by 2, parentheses, 1. So we get for the addition sign that x equals a +2, but we've been asked to find the x-intercepts, so we need to write this as 2, 0, so an ordered pair. We're going to do the same thing, but with subtraction. We're just going to change addition to subtraction. And we're going to get also that x equals a +2. So therefore, our only solution for this one is 2, 0. All right, we're going to start going over our word problems next.